Hi, we're i300 Team C. My name is David.
I'm Gigi.
I'm Max.
And we're just going to tell you a little bit about our third project here. She's going to start it off.
So the persona is James, who is a 21-year-old male, and he rents an apartment with a few friends and attends classes at Indiana University, majoring in finance with a minor in marketing. Works part-time at dining hall. So James the James goals is talk with family and friends regularly and stays up to date on current events, share what he is doing with friends, and see what is going on around town. And the social media, the first one is Twitter, and stay up to date with current events and friends status, as well as read up on sports news. And the second one is Snapchat, talk with friends and family and sharing what is going on in his life. So the third one is Instagram, and check out friends' status through their pictures. And the last one is Facebook. Has a Facebook, but only because it was hot several years ago. Now he only uses it for networking sometimes. So the content he enjoys is likes to use Snapchat to access quick information about current events and sends funny stuff to friends or families through social media platforms, and uses Snapchat and Twitter to tag friends about sports events.
Okay, so for our redesign, we looked up reviews on Snapchat and they had a lot of things about the new Snapchat being cluttered and unorganized. So for our sketches, we decided to basically unclutter everything, and that was one of the biggest needs that a lot of the reviews said. So to be more organized, we have just the simple camera as our sketch, and that'd be the home screen that you open up to. And on the old Snapchat, they had the friends page. They had the friends page have multi-purpose, and was kind of confusing a lot of people with the stories capabilities that it had with the friends and messaging page. So we kind of just made it just so it is like a conversation page where you can just see where your friends received and sent messages and Snapchats between each other. And as far as the other pages, we made our own other extra page with the friends stories on it, so then you don't have to worry about like seeing news or public figure stories on your friends' stories as well. Saying that, we have our Discover page that allows for the public figures and public stories along with news articles to be put on that page separately from the rest.
So after we had our initial design, we ran a usability test on a 21-year-old college male who Snapchats frequently. His major is sports marketing, so he's similar to our persona. And in the usability test, we asked him to complete about five tasks. The first one was to navigate to the news section of the app, also known as Discover section. He seemed to think a little bit about the action and then press the right news button, but it seemed like a little bit of a guess. The next part was to navigate to the homepage of the app. That was done without hesitation because he uses Snapchat. We didn't change that at all. To navigate to the message reel was the next part. He completed the action as designed without thinking, because that's also unchanged. The next one was to send a Snapchat to someone. He was a little bit confused by this one because he didn't know if we were asking him to do it through the home screen or through the messaging part of the app. But that didn't really bring up any issues because that was a different issue. The last one was to navigate to the stories section of the app. He stood there for a little bit and thought about it, and then pressed an icon that wasn't correct and that we didn't have a screen for, and we actually weren't redesigning that part. He also this wasn't part of the test, but he also suggested the settings button was in a bad location. Says settings buttons are usually in a top corner somewhere. So that was helpful for that. And through the usability test, we discovered a bunch of flaws in our design, so we updated it. There are our sketches. So on the navigation bar down here, we changed our logos to make them a little bit easier to navigate through. We got rid of an unwanted logo that was right here that he got confused. We also changed the home button. We added this to make that a little bit easier to get back to the home screen and to add consistency. So there's two on each side. And then we changed the way you tell what you're on the navigation bar. And we also got rid of the settings, so it's not on here. You would go to a different screen to do that. And that was the updates we had on our second redesign. And that's all we've got. So thank you for watching our video.